Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back, and I wanted to tell a story of when I was in love with a woman. A woman, yes. And even after I found out that he was a woman, I still low-key wanted to smash. Girl, just confusing. Just confusing. Maybe they was right. Maybe they was right when they say it's just the face. Girl, so listen. So here we go. Okay. So everybody knows that I work. Well, you may not know. Basically, I work in logistics, and basically what I do is kind of like, the simplest way to put it is kind of like Amazon. At one point, the department that I worked in, I pretty much touched every part of that department, whether it was logistics, delivery, ICS, whatever. Wherever they needed you to go, that's where you were going to go. Yes, you probably had your main position, but if they needed you to go to the delivery room, then you're going to the delivery room. If they need you to go to ICS, which I hated, they would send you to ICS. Now, they've broken up that one department into two departments, and I pretty much just do fulfillment. Not pretty much, all I do is fulfillment. But back then, even when I also mostly did fulfillment then, but it was more so, girl, one day you may come in and they say, hey, Rodney, we need you to go to delivery. Now it's not like that. Now it's just, you know what you're going to do, right? So unless it gets really, really slow, then they may have you like, okay, we need you to go do markdowns. That's only like when we don't have nothing to do and they want to try to make sure that people still get their hours, right? So anyways, this was probably about 4 to 5 years ago probably. So I walk around the entire store and I find merchandise. Now, because of the position that I'm in, I pretty much know everybody, or not necessarily know them, but there's a great chance that I know what department you work in, know what floor you work on, because what I do, I'm literally going through the entire store, right? It's not like I'm a sales associate where you just stay in that one department. Or you may, if you're cross-selling, of course, if you're cross-selling, then you may go to another department. But some of those sales associates are really, really lazy, and I don't understand why, because, girl, that's your money. And they're on commission, but that's a whole nother story for a whole nother day. And really, that's not my business. I'm hourly, so I'm going to get paid regardless, right? So I walk around the store all the time. My favorite department to go to is cosmetics. Now, the reason why my favorite department is cosmetics, not because I thought that not because my man woman was over there, girl. My favorite department is cosmetics to this day because, one, it's the easiest department in my opinion. 2, I like to work smarter, not harder. 3, the reason why is because whenever you pull anything from cosmetics, no matter if it's lotions, lipsticks, lip glosses, especially perfume, all you have to do is just throw it in a plastic bag and take it downstairs. You don't have to worry about packaging it up. You don't have to worry about any of that stuff because they have to do a hazmat check. Some people may know what that is, some people probably don't. So whenever you go to other departments, you have to fold clothes and fold towels and fold shirts and wrap, if it's like a glass, you have to wrap the glass up, all that unnecessary stuff, girl. Who doing all that, right? So the only time you really have to do some work with cosmetics is if say, for example, you order a dress and some perfume. Even with that being said, all I have to do is just go find the dress, hook the perfume to the dress, and then they do the rest. Like, I still don't have to wrap or package anything up because they have to do a hazmat check. They can't put cosmetics, even if it's not alcohol or anything in it, they still have to put, even if they can't put it in a plastic bag. They have to box it up. And we don't box up stuff, right? So regardless, it's going in a box. So I go to cosmetics, and girl, one day, I'm pumping through. And I said, ooh, it's this black dude. I'm like, oh, he cute. You know, he was a little tall, probably like 5'10", 5'11", something like that. I said 5'9". I said 5'9.5", 5'10". So I'm like, okay, he cute, kind of thin, and I don't generally like thin guys. I like my men with a little meat on their bones, right? So I'm like, who is this? Now I'm telling my friends like, ooh, I got a new man. Now mind you, girl, I had like two men in shoes, Hispanic. I had one man in men's clothes, and he was black. So I pretty much had a man girl, in every department. Now they didn't know they was my man, but I knew they was my man. And some of my sisters at work, like my Hispanic sister, hey Carla girl, she knew who my man was. Brittany, she knew who my man was, right? So they know who my man was. The man just didn't know they was my man, right? So anyways, I'm like, ooh, who is this? So, you know, you just speak to people. You just walk by, hey, how you doing? That's how it started. It never got to anything major. I'm like, oh my God, he is so cute. And then it went from like, hey, how you doing? To, oh, how was your weekend? Oh, it was cool. How was yours? It was cool. But that's pretty much the farthest that it went. It never was like, oh, let's go out and have coffee or nothing like that. No, it was very work straight, like, hey, how you doing? How was your weekend? Oh, it was cool. Oh, I went to a party. Oh, did you have fun? Yeah, blah, blah, blah. That was pretty much it. A conversation I feel like you can have with anybody you work with, even if you really don't even know him, right? So I'm like, oh, he cute. So I'm telling Brittany and them, like, girl, I got a man. Girl, I got a man. Well, who? Because I can't keep up. That's what Brittany always said. I can't keep up because every time I look up, you talking about somebody else, man. So I don't know. And I'm like, he work in cosmetics. It's a new dude. He black. He black. He got a fade. He got a fade. He dressed up every day. He the only one that was over there was dressing up, girl. Out of all the girls, either the girls had on full face, no, shout out to all the girls who wore makeup. Girl, either he had on a full face of makeup. Either the girls had on either the girls that worked in cosmetics, either they had on the full face of makeup. They had on a pair of heels. They had on something. Even if it was a freelance, let me stop lying. The only person I really knew that had some heels on one time was this freelance makeup artist. When I tell you, baby, he was walking through the entire store hard. Girl, all I could do was look at her like this. Girl, that's how hard she was. Girl, I remember she had on some Christian Louboutin shoes one time. I know that bar heel was every bit of 5.5 inches. And the way that he was stomping through that store like he had on tennis shoes. Girl, I was like, look at her go. Because she is stomping. Girl, look at her. Girl, look at her. Girl, she's skinny. I ain't gonna lie, she was skinny. Anyway, y'all. So I was trying to tell them who it was. They swore up and down. I was like, I don't see no boy down there. I don't see no boy. Girl, how don't you see the boy, girl? He the only one that work over there. I ain't gonna say the department. He was, I ever said the department, but I'm not gonna say the area that he worked in the department. So I was like, he the only one that work. I don't see no boy. I'm like, yes, him, the boy. Didn't nobody know what I was talking about. So now I'm like, okay, girl, whatever, girl. So one day, I was leaving work. And I parked on a different floor. And I hit the corner. And he was coming downstairs. So we met at the staircase. Are you leaving for the day? Oh, yeah, I'm gone. All right, have a good day, you too. And I just happened to look at his chest. I swear to God. them titties. Now, mind you, this is about 4-5 months later. Yeah. Baby, now I'm confused. Bitch, I done got in the car. I done sat there for about 20 minutes. So, baby, I'm sitting in the car confused. Like, I know he ain't no girl. Like, I just know he ain't no girl. Like, I just know this ain't no whole bitch. Like, well, those titties, like, I don't, oh my God, this is not happening. This is not happening. Like, this is not happening to me. So now I'm confused. I'm confused because I don't know what to think because now my man is a whole woman. Because my man is a whole bitch. So I go back to one of my friends. I'm like, I think the dude that work in cosmetics is a stud. She was like, girl, you didn't know? She was like, that's why I used to be so confused on who you was talking to. I thought you knew that was a girl. No! I thought that was a whole goddamn nigga. Girl! Why even after all of that, girl, I still wanted to smash? Girl, I still wanted to smash. Even after all of that. I was in love with a whole goddamn woman for about 5 months and didn't even know. And I just happened to look at her chest. And I don't know if she was strapped. You know, some studs, you know, strap down their breasts. A lot of studs I know wear sports bras. So I don't know if I don't know. All I know is I just happened to see a titty. And I was like, girl, I know that's not a titty. And it was a titty. Girl, that's a whole stud. I was in denial. Girl, I was in denial. For a few days, I was in denial for a few days. I actually saw her the other day. She don't work there no more. She came to the job and she was speaking to people and I just walked back. I kept on walking. I was so mad. Girl. I was about to say, she got dreads now. I cannot believe I was in love with a stud, y'all. A whole stud. And then I had a conversation with my friend Deanna. And so she was like, because I was like, I think I would like have sex with, like I always, like, no, that's a lie. I was about to tell a lie. I'm not going to say not always, but not to put y'all all in my business, but I think I could have sex or probably even be in a relationship if it ever got to one, but like with a trans man. Like, I don't know, I can't explain it. Like, there are trans men that I am definitely attracted to. Like, definitely attracted to. But the thing is, like, when I look at him, like, when I look at the trans men that I have been attracted to, like, I see a dude. If that makes sense. Like, I don't see a woman. Like, when I look at a trans woman, like, I see a woman. That's why I'm like, girl, like, when the trans girls be hitting me up online, I'll be like, girl, what you think we gonna do? Girl, I don't like bitches, right? Well, at least I don't think I do. I don't know what I like at this work. I'm so confused. Because sometimes God be like, I need some head, girl. Maybe. And then on top of that, girl, you know, be straight, girl. So anyways, girl, I'm so talking too much. You know, I've seen a couple of straight girls on Jack before, like with full blown profiles. Y'all would be surprised at how, like, while like people are not as free as people think. People are free. Like, it's some girl. Like, I used to work at Zara, and it was this guy I work with. I'm not gonna say his name. He identified as gay. He did not identify as bisexual or straight, but he was having sex with a girl. He said one day he was at school in class, and he was showing some girl his dick pic or something, and she was like, "I want that." Basically, he was like, "What?" You know, he thinking like it's just a good Judy amount. Nah, babe, a Judy in the making. Nah, babe, why they was having sex? I said, so you having sex with a whole girl? He was like, yeah, it's just sex. Some of the girls don't care about the girls, about the boys. Some of them, and then some of the girls don't care, right? Anyway, I'm getting. I think I'm going to a whole nother. But yeah, I was talking to my friend Deanna one time, and I was just like, I'm like, once in my head, once I see you as a dude, like, that's what I see. So even if you pulled your pants down and you got a vagina, I don't care. Like, that wouldn't bother me. I know that might sound crazy as hell. Because in my head, I've already put you in my head as a dude. So even if you pull your pants down and, like, if you got like a boy chest with a vagina, like, that wouldn't bother me. Bitch, let's go. I'm ready. I don't know. It's weird. I can't explain it. But yeah, even after I found out that he was a stud, like, I still low-key wanted to smash. And then I was like, okay, girl, I'm over. Girl, that's a whole woman. Yeah. Anyways, y'all. Yeah, that's the story. I was in love with a whole goddamn woman and didn't even know it, and did not even know it. And I think half of the people I was telling, girl, that's why they didn't know who I was talking about, because they was trying to look for a man, and the whole time they knew it was a whole bitch. Who? Girl, that's a woman. Girl, who? Girl, why y'all hoes didn't tell me? Girl, I was trying to figure out who you was talking about. Anyways, that's it, y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.